pull up, roll the windows down it. I pull up, roll the windows down it. Yeah. I pull up, roll the windows down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't
in the kids of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into this video because I want to talk about Toya and Reginae, y'all. Okay, so y'all already know I am like 3 episodes behind, okay? But don't judge me. We got to talk about these episodes. First of all, specifically, we need to talk about this last episode because this episode was so deep. It is crazy. So, y'all, oh my gosh, this episode was so deep. It is crazy. First of all, shout out to Toya and Reginae and her entire family for even being open enough and having the courage to even be on TV and having these types of conversations and giving real transparent story, because I feel like they are not the only families that have gone through this. In fact, I feel like what they go through is more common in the Black community than we think. It's just one of those things that people don't talk about, or it's not on TV, or nobody cares enough to be bringing everybody together to be having conversations or even, caring, etc. But the family dynamic, man, is just so much to unpack. And the first thing that I want to start with is how it seems as though they just cannot, or it just seems like they do not give their mother as much grace as they give their father. And everybody are talking about the episode, but I feel like nobody is talking about the fact that Casey said in his confessional, and hold on, Casey said in his confessional that their dad had got their mom on drugs and she kept doing drugs and he kept making babies. And then he abandoning them. And so nobody's talking about that. And of course, I'm going to be the one to talk about it because one of my main talking points on my channel across the board is the plight of Black women. And I think I was just kind of baffled, obviously, because I feel like it was a hard episode for me to watch. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like this is one of those things I be talking about when I say it seems like Black women do not have any room for error in our community. And it's just something to be spoken about. Walter or Casey also said that, oh, look at all of these kids. None of them, none of this would be happening, or, nobody would be here right now if it wasn't for that man right there. And I don't know, that kind of made me cringe too, because it's like, why do we in our community put so much emphasis on I know somebody gonna get me for saying this, but why in our community do we put so much emphasis on a man? You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like, no, none of y'all would be here if it wasn't for y'all mamas, actually. But I feel like maybe he was just saying like, we wouldn't be doing this family reunion if it wasn't for our dad. But is that a good thing? You know, because I feel like, okay, so they said that, oh, he got like 21 or 22 kids. And then they did the family reunion and then they discovered that it was only 17 of them. Okay, it's only 17 of them. The oldest being 44 and the youngest being 12. And all broken homes. Like, let's just be honest, 17 broken homes. And shout out to Reginae, because Reginae was the only one to really speak up. Like, oh my gosh, like everybody is really harping on my grandma, but ain't nobody really sticking up for her. And I feel that. So I really want to talk about that because, and I'm gonna say hey to y'all in a second. I'm finna get down there, but I really want to talk about that because this is no secret, right? Because Walter spoke about this in he spoke about this in an interview that he did, and somebody also put this in the comment section over on Instagram, over on reality TV entertainment or reality entertainment TV. I'm sorry if I always get that mixed up, but y'all know what I'm talking about because I always show y'all because I'm always over there watching and just trying to catch my memory up, because I would watch the episode, but then I would, just to refresh my memory, I would just go on some of their channels. And then y'all know a lot of us were watching just their Instagrams when they were blacking out and stuff. So, so basically so this, to start, so basically Walter did an interview saying that he is not actually a junior. So Walter Sr. is not actually his biological father, and that his biological father is actually his mama uncle. So, and all of this is alleged, but he did an interview saying it. So his biological father is his mama uncle. So he grew up calling his uncle, he grew up calling his uncle, well, his dad uncle. Okay, let me start this over. Okay, so Walter, who is the oldest of Nita's kids, the man that y'all saw on the episode, that is Walter Sr. Walter is a junior. Apparently, when Walter was 12 years old, he found out that his real dad was actually his mama's uncle, and his mama's uncle was molesting her. And I guess because realistically, I don't know why we don't want to say this, but realistically, that was, great. You know what I'm saying? Her. And then she had her uncle's baby, who is Walter. So he grew up calling his uncle, who is actually his dad, uncle. and but he still acknowledges Walter Sr. as his father. Somebody said, I've been saying they didn't look alike he didn't look like the rest of the kids, right? So let's start there, right? When you start with that bit of information, wait, hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad. Can y'all hear me? Okay. So what I was about to say is, when you start with that, right? When you know that information, because some people might not know that information. when you know that information, to me it kind of maps out the start, or maybe some of the start of her traumas, right? So you take a woman that has been, raped by her uncle and then having his baby, to, oh my gosh, my cat is scratching at my door. They are so embarrassing. Okay. So you take that information, right? If you know that information, don't come walking on my stuff. Bye. If you take that information, you kind of get a little bit of an understanding of where the start of her traumas could be. So boom, you have a woman that have been raped by her uncle, okay, and then she has his baby. Now she's out in the world as a young woman, and she meets a man, okay? And obviously, you know, we expect, or the world is set up to have you believe that men are supposed to come into your life and they're supposed to provide this and be a protector and have a family and whatever this fake fairy tale is that the world have set us up into believing, right? So she gets into the world. I'm just saying, this is kind of how I viewed it once knowing that information. She gets into the world, she starts dating or whatever. She gets into a relationship with this man who is seemingly a player, right? Who knows? Look, he got 17 kids. So you can envision what type of man he probably was back when they were coming up, or back when they were young. So he has all of these kids. And then he gets her on drugs, right? He allegedly he's cheating. He's into drugs, or a drug dealer. I don't know how he gets her into drugs, but he gets her into drugs because Casey just threw that out there, right? But nobody actually like really deep dive into that. He gets her into drugs. She stays on drugs. And then he goes out into the world cheating on her and having kids all over the place because he's probably disgusted because she's addicted to drugs now and a druggie, and because of his, you get what I'm saying? I don't see how the kids can't understand how deeply painful it must be to then be up here at this age, because I don't know how old she is now, and then be at a family reunion with the man that is the reason why you were a drug addict, okay? And broke your heart and had a million kids on you and all these children. I don't know how they can't see how that would trigger her. And then on top of that, y'all making jokes about that shit. And I look at it like, the Black woman in her pain in our community has been so desensitized to where making jokes in this form is just the normal now. Oh, yeah, mama, we just making jokes. We just making jokes. But how is it that we can just make jokes when, have y'all all really truly sat down and gotten over or overcome this issue in y'all family, or this deep rooted trauma? And probably not, because most families don't, right? I'm not speaking from a place of, oh, I feel like I know more, or I'm better than this situation, or my family would never. I'm speaking from a place of understanding. I feel like this is something that I can relate to, in a sense of, Toya is relatable in how she deals with these situations. You know, she kind of reminds me of my mama, in a sense, that 90s beauty that, they just never age. They just timeless, beautiful people. You see her and her daughter, and obviously Reginae is a beauty, but when you look at Toya, it's like, how are we in the same realm? Same thing with my mama, a fucking timeless beauty, and you put us in the same room, and it's like, how are we even in the same realm? You're either going to look at her and consider her to be a younger woman, or you're going to consider me to be in her age, because they are just, you get what I'm saying? She's either you do, you get what I'm saying? Just a fucking beauty. And that's not to say that Reginae isn't beautiful, or I'm not beautiful, or, you know, whatever. It's just to say, like, our mothers are just so damn beautiful. They just don't age. It's just so crazy. But anyways, she just reminds me of my mom, not just in beauty, but the way she chooses to deal with that conflict. Or the way Toya chooses to kind of deal with conflict with her family. It seems like, you know, it just seems like she is the favorite, right? She's the favorite. It just seems like that. She obviously doesn't think she's the favorite because she has a mom that favorites the sons, and I can see that too. But she's the favorite, meaning all the cousins like her, all the nieces and nephews like her. Everybody likes Toya, type of thing. No, all the family functions, no matter what all the family always like Toya, type of thing. Her vibe, her energy, very cool. She'll not in people business like that. A comforting space. She's always willing to be there for the family. Sometimes people take advantage of her compassion for the family, type of thing. So, and I get what you're saying as far as New Orleans humor, but you know, because I mean, I'm from Florida, so you know, I mean, we bitch this, bitch that, you know, bitch pussy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, man? You like, you know, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, as a whole, in Black communities as a whole, right? It doesn't matter how raw the jokes are because of the environment. The point is that her pain has become so deep, so normalized, and people have become so desensitized to that pain and that deep rooted pain, to where making jokes and her expressing how she feel isn't taken serious. That's just how I look at it. And it's not necessarily, you know, one of those. I get what you're saying though. And I feel like jokes like that really shouldn't be made that much if there hasn't been some type of really deep dissecting from the start. And oftentimes I feel like families just like to speak about it, or speak about those traumas on the surface. And a lot of times, especially those older people, they don't even be wanting to really, really, really talk about their shit, especially because they don't went so many years with hiding it. So even bringing it up will still cause a reaction, and you can literally see it, you know? So, but okay, I'm going to get back into that a little bit more, but let me say hey to y'all, because I didn't say hey to y'all. So, hey Tamara, hey Kirina, hey Kuran, I think. Hey Gina, hey Yvonne, hey Mary, hey Desira, hey Lady Pooh, hey Jara, Jaria. I don't know if I be mispronouncing y'all name. Just tell me how to say it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Give me the little, you know, give it. You know what I'm saying? Jaria. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. Hey, Caramel Kisses, Buki. Hey, y'all, what's up? Y'all in the chat? Y'all in the chat? Okay. Now let me get to reading some of the stuff that y'all was saying. Somebody said we're expected to be great 100% of the time. Right. I've been saying they didn't look like the rest of the kids. Yeah, I seen that. Walker looks just like Nita. Yeah. They all look different. Josh, who passed away, looks like Walter a little bit. I just felt like Miss Nita just was doing too much at the wrong time, just my opinion. Because Walter looks like Miss Nita more than the other kids do. Wow. It was a thought of mine. It was a thought for me for years. Never knew. Glad you're breaking it down. And it's exactly, I thought I was the only one who noticed that he looked different from the other kids. Sidebar, Nita and Walter do play like that all the time. Yeah. They do. No, I know they do. I know they do. Because Nita was making jokes about it, so they followed her lead. Yeah, I feel like, and what I also feel like is she was hiding behind those jokes. I feel like she used those jokes to kind of bring it up, and she didn't get the response from them that she wanted. A lot of times, like those women, she can come off as jokey and hard or whatever, but sometimes they do want that reassurance, and they do need that reassurance, especially from their loved ones. Listen, y'all have to also understand New Orleans humor, in the way that they talk. My family is the same way. This is pure New Orleans behavior. And yeah. I mean, I'm accustomed to it, so I really get what you're trying to say. Toya is the responsible one. Yeah, she's responsible for sure. The way the men act is how many dudes act in New Orleans. Some of what Nita went through, my grandma went through, my uncles joke with her about it, and they go far. Right. Right. And so, and so, right. Thank you. She got to a place to where she at the very least asked for an apology, and some people don't even get that far to where they're even willing to acknowledge their owed an apology, because then you would have to talk about why, and they would not want to even go back to that place. So going back to it, the reason why I feel like, and like I was saying, I don't feel like I'm better than the situation or anything. I just feel like I kind of resonate with this situation on a scale that is like almost crazy, because I feel like I've expressed to y'all a little bit on my channel, some of my family stuff, but no family is perfect. And I genuinely feel like a lot of families have these type of situations in it, and sometimes it's just swept under the rug, whereas people are willing to speak about it. And a lot of those older women have gone through this, and it's so sad and it's so unfortunate. And so that's why I feel like the joke should not be out there, because it gives abusers a green light to be able to continue to do these things and it not be taken serious. You know what I'm saying? And it gives men, I feel like, a green light to still be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at it, you look at, what type of man Toya's father is, right? Not that we really know him, but just what we see on the TV. Like, you look at, him and all of these kids, all of these broken homes, and then you look at his sons, and you see this pattern that is continuing in our community. And so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things we joke about in our families that are real serious, that I feel like we really shouldn't continue to joke about, or but because he genuinely sat there when she said that she's owed an apology, and he sat there and told her, no, if you owe me an apology for breaking my TV. The fact that I feel like that shit is really not a joke, considering you fucking, from what your son said on TV, you are the reason why she was an addict. You get what I'm saying? So I just, I don't know. And for me, I kind of looked at it like this is another situation where families overprotect men while giving nothing to women. And Nita, I feel her situation deserves more grace, and her situation deserves it. She deserves more. She deserves a lot more. But again, being a Black woman, a lot of people don't feel that way. You know, a lot of people feel like it's your fault. You was on drugs, you had these kids, deal with it. You know, you put these kids through that. When in reality, let's look at the overall picture. Why don't we throw a lot of that blame off on these men? You know, realistically, when kids come out fucked up and they grew up in broken homes and single mother households, why isn't it more of a stigma like, oh, that man done abandoned them kids and look how that little boy out here acting because he ain't got no daddy? But it's always, she a single mama, look how she done raised them kids. It's always yuck on the bitch that had to stay and do her best to raise her children throughout all of the woes and all of the grace given to the motherfucker that chose to run away and not uphold his duties. And so we take a person, you created 17 kids. Do we think that he was giving all 17 of these kids the attention and money and care that they needed? No. But yeah, like, I don't know, they can find empathy and sympathy for him. And so when Nita had the conversation with Toya, and she was like, and she sat down and she told Toya, he owed me an apology and I don't owe him shit. I fucked with that because get in your bag. You don't owe him shit. And I hated how they kept saying they owe each other an apology. And I don't really know what the whole story is, right? But I'm just mapping some shit out. You know, because it sounds like Nita did cheat on him at one point. You know what I'm saying? But if it was he cheated on her, she cheated on him back, and then he got mad, so he put her on drugs. That don't make him, you know what I'm saying? I don't owe him no fucking apology for that, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like what? or if it was she cheated on him and he got spiteful and it spiked her shit with, and now she on drugs. Oh, so y'all both owe each other. I don't owe him no apology. And so I like how she's standing on, I don't owe him shit, which makes me feel like she's coming whole with herself. It takes time, even if it takes their whole lives. It takes time to really heal and get through some of that deep-rooted trauma. So I feel like, and I feel is hiding behind his children admiration for him, because that's all in the community. The Black, it's all in the community. Oh my gosh, your father, blah, blah, blah. And so I feel like he hides behind that, you know, and so it's sad because when I look at her, I feel you, Nita. You probably had never watched this video, but I feel you. I feel you. Like, for real. I feel you. And I don't necessarily agree. And I feel like, I obviously don't know this family, but I've gone through it with an addict in the family. It is so hard and annoying and aggravating to deal with them, dog. Like, sometimes you really are just like, I don't want you to ever call me again. Like, if y'all have dealt with an addict in your family, just let me know. And mind you, I'm 27 years old, okay? I've had to be the support system for an addict, not my mom or dad or nothing like that. But and sometimes I've been in a place to where I'm like, hey, you know what? And I've not said this, but I've thought this, like, oh my gosh, I never want this person to call me again. Please leave me alone. Like, I cannot deal with this. I cannot. And the next time they call my phone, I would still pick up. even though before I pick up the phone, I'm like, oh my God, duh. I will pick the phone up and I'll be like, hey, and you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's the hardest shit ever. But I know that the start of why they are here is so deep. I still want to be a support for that person before they got into the drugs. And so it was very, very hard. Yes, because it takes all your energy. It was very, very hard to always mentally challenge myself to step in the forefront and still be the support to that little person that was abandoned when they needed somebody the most, when they needed to be protected the most. And so I held on to that thought while being there in those moments when I didn't want to. I didn't want to. So I feel like Toya probably has a little bit of resentment or aggravation toward her mom for even having to step up in the way that she had to as a young girl. And I wouldn't have any experience in that way. I wouldn't have, I wouldn't know how Toya feels, deep down and rooted and being in the nicks of it, like, waking up and this is being who your mother is. So I also don't blame her or judge her for that either. But again, going back to Nita, like I understand you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's that. So and somebody said move on and move on energy and protect protect self peace, right? What's crazy is I met the daddy and Beatty at Toya Boutique in New Orleans. They act exactly how they are on TV, real chill. Yeah, I can see that. It takes all your energy. Yeah, my dad is right. Loving someone who is going through it is hard. It's the hardest thing ever. Yes, generational curses. It's so unfortunate. Yes, my mom raised cousins from an addict cousin, right? So with that being said, it is hard for me, to kind of see it, because I just feel like yet again another man getting away with doing the bare fucking minimum. It's just always that, like, they do the bare fucking minimum. I don't know, like, I don't know, but yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, sometimes the get back be so extreme, like it's just crazy. So let me just start from, I have to kind of go back, y'all, because I wanted to just tap on that a little bit. We're gonna circle back. We gonna circle back, baby. I want to get into episode 3 and 4, okay? And I'm gonna kind of clip this down. Oh, my mic is dropping. Hold up. Oh yes, okay. And I'm gonna kind of clip this down. Okay, so work with me, child. Work with me and just join me, child, as I deep dive into all of this. Okay, so let's get into episode 3. I want to go back to episode 3 and just give y'all, my episode rundown. So the episode recap of episode 3, it was Toya was planning this was when she was planning her family reunion. And I already told y'all earlier in the beginning of this video, her dad has 21 or 22 kids, but we later found out that he actually has 17 kids. And she was inviting them all. And she also learns that Casey told Reginae that he wanted to do therapy with Toya. I don't think Toya should do therapy with Casey because Casey is unaccountable. Like, he is one of those black men that I always tell y'all about. And Toya wanting to keep her peace and protect her peace from Casey, I feel like she has the right idea and she needs to keep on that track. But I feel like Toya really wants her mother's loving acceptance. I genuinely think that Toya, because Toya has said it out multiple times, that her mom really loves her boys. So I feel like Nita gives that typical boy mom shit and, raise her sons and no coddle her sons, love her sons while raising her daughter or whatever the case may be. Y'all know the saying. And I can see that, which is why they are so fucking irresponsible and unaccountable. It's the same shit. And I feel like Nita probably does that because she wants love and protection from a man. It's literally the same thing, and we can actually see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can really see it when you really think about the women that do that with their daughters and sons, where they create that imbalance. It's always the same. They always have these very toxic issues with their dads and, just things that they've gone through in life with men. um so Toya wants to make sure he's doing his own therapy before she agrees to do therapy with him. And I agree, because he's just an unaccountable person. He would use doing therapy with her as a means to not talk about his own shit. And so yeah, he needs to be doing therapy multiple times. Like, he should have been doing therapy for 5 years before she ever sat down and went to a therapist with him. And y'all know why? Because in the next episode, on episode 6, he calling Toya all types of bitches and shit, y'all. Like, girl, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I know Red must have been pissed. I'm telling you, because he seemed like he do not play about Toya, and he was doing that at Toya house. But anyways, and then Toya asked Reginae why didn't she tell her that Beatty was back with her girlfriend Mel, and then Reginae had told her because it wasn't her place. And I like Reginae. Like, Reginae is real spill, okay, baby. It's not her place to be running around telling her auntie business to your, even if it's her mama. Reginae raised by real women. She got Monica over there in her corner, and I don't know, she got I don't know what her relationship is with Toya other friends, but it seemed like her and Monica are real close. Like, Monica is her TT baby. So we still in season 3. I mean, not season 3, episode 3. Yeah. Uh Toya was sitting down filming, and then she had got a phone call before they really started filming that Beatty and Mel was in a car accident. So Toya run out the house with Rain, and then the whole family arrived at the hospital. Apparently, Toya had to take I think Toya had to take Beatty and her girlfriend to the hospital. She pulled them out the car or something like that, and ended up taking them to the hospital. And I think she said she probably has some internal bleeding or something. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, okay? And then yeah, so Toya picked them up, took them to the hospital, and she was saying in her confessional that she realized the stuff with her family is just petty drama. After Beatty had went through that car accident, because you can lose them in the blink of an eye. So you have to really sit down and ask yourself, is this argument really worth it? Sometimes it really be about the principle. I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think. So Toya finally talks to Beatty about her and her girlfriend Mel, and she thinks it's messed up. She thinks it's messed up that she's the big sis, and she was the last person to find out about them being back together, and they live in the same house. And Toya was basically saying she don't really have a problem with Mel, or Beatty, but it's the way that she chose to handle the situation. And that's what I was saying in the last review that I did about this. It's more so like you being sneaky, feeling like you gotta hide it and go behind her back. Like, why can't you just be honest about it? Like, even if she don't care, who cares? You're living in your truth. Be honest and just feel free and good about you. And so Beatty feels like she didn't tell Toya because she felt like Toya would get in defense mode based on the things that she told her in the past. And then Toya was saying she don't really understand that because she felt like Beatty was like she don't understand Beatty being back in a relationship with Mel because she was hurt and going through things and she felt like Beatty was getting played by Mel. And I'm not gonna lie, when I look at Beatty and Mel relationship a little bit more, it kind of does feel like Mel don't really care for, it kind of just feels like, girl, I got my own motives, child. I don't know. That's just me. But, maybe they really do love each other. Maybe she's just not really an affectionate person or something like that. Y'all get in the comments and y'all let me know. Do y'all feel like Beatty and Mel are like a good match, like a good pair? I don't know. I feel like Mel got Beatty wrapped around her fingers. But that's just me. But where was I? Oh yeah, we was talking about getting played or whatever. And then Beatty feels like everything that Toya feel about Mel is not who Mel is, and she feel like Toya should talk to Mel. And then Toya agrees to talk to her or whatever, but we'll see how that goes. And because that's going to happen in the next episode 6. All right. All right. So Toya ends up talking to Walter about the family reunion. And then Walter tell her that he's not going to be able to go to the family reunion. And then he's sad. He started crying. And then he feels like the system is mistreating him and getting in the way because it's been 9 years since he's been able to see his daughter. And I think he said that he live in Atlanta and his daughter live in New Orleans. And so, yeah, he feels sad because he been telling his kids that he would go down there to see them. And now he got to tell them that he's not going to be able to go down there because of the, probation and stuff like that. And the only thing I will say about this is, I really do think it's unfortunate, but why can't the kids, why can't they do a family reunion in Atlanta? Like, I know they all from New Orleans, but under the circumstances, maybe just do like one more in Atlanta, and I guess plan it out in advance so people will be able to have the money to get a flight and go out there, or maybe he can just pay for his kids flights, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not just send your kids out to Atlanta? He's saying it's been 9 years since he's seen the kids. He just got out of jail, right? So that's why it's been 9 years. So now that he out, he's probably obviously seen his kids since then. I don't know. I'm not gonna say obviously, but at this point, just shoot them a flight. Hell, I think he only got 3 of them too. And so yeah, the family takes the trip down to New Orleans. Reginae opens up a conversation about Casey and Toya and them going to therapy. Toya asks him, do the therapist want to do a session with the both of them? And this is when I knew Casey was going to be on some bullshit, because he answered and he was like, I feel like we need to speak to her. And that's not what she asked you. No, he was like, no, he answered and he was like, I think we need it because, but I just feel like that's not what she asked you. She asked you that the therapist feel like or say that she feel like, Toya need to come down here. And he just gonna respond talking about, oh, I think we really need it. I already knew right then and there he was gonna be on some bullshit. But anyways, he says that he feel like they need to go to therapy because he can't speak to her the way that he want to. So Toya asks him why. He says because she ain't speaking to him. So again, automatically, I already know he don't want to be accountable. So then she asks, but why am I not talking to you? He says, I feel like she didn't understand. Like, he was saying that I feel like okay, wait. Toya is asking him, but why am I not speaking to you? Because instead of him just being real, like, okay, I feel instead of him being real, like, I feel like I've said some messed up things to you and now it's hard to get you to open up to me again. He's just going to basically throw it off like, oh, I can't speak to you the way that I want to because you're not speaking to me. Instead of him just opening up and going into why she's not speaking about to you, because that is where the accountability would be. It'll be your actions is the reason why she took a step back from you. But of course, he didn't really answer it in that way. Um, so So he says that he feels like Toya didn't understand that day when he was cutting up, when she was having that parade about her. And um he feels like she didn't want to understand why he was having a breakdown. Again, no accountability. That's just my opinion. It was her big day, but she couldn't understand why he was having a breakdown. Toya tells him it's not just about that day when he did that, but it's a buildup of things. And then she also says in her confessional that he always acting out and causing problems, and then he never is accountable for his actions. And that she wants to know, what did he want to do, like what did he want from therapy, like the things that he like what the things he wanted to accomplish from going to therapy. And then he says he wanted to go to therapy for understanding. So Toya asks him, or says to him, that he treats the family like a punching bag. And then he says that all of them have problems. And so Toya says, but we talking about you. Because this is what I like, because this is what unaccountable people do. Like, you will tell them the things that they're doing, and then they'll start talking about everybody else. At this moment, everybody is not perfect, and we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about you and your behaviors at this moment. So let's not start talking about everybody else. And this is why I say, really, Toya has a right to really not want to be around him, because girl, he is insufferable. He is insufferable. That's all I'm saying. So he says everybody has problems. Toya says, we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about you. Then Toya says, it sounds like he didn't learn anything. He told the therapist, and then he told Toya that he told the therapist that her and him would be there tomorrow. And she said she wasn't going. And I wouldn't go either. But she did end up going on episode 4. Um, but then Casey started playing the victim, and he screams in the van, I'm the only one that got problems. And he keep repeating, oh, I'm the only one that got problems. I'm the only one that got problems. And then Toya says in her confessional, until his actions match his words, it's a waste. Until his actions match, it's a waste of time. And she feels like it was a mistake inviting him. And girl, was it. Okay, so that was episode 3. Y'all probably already seen the episodes, but I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and opinions. Okay. Episode 4. So episode 4 starts with them in the van still, and Toya husband basically trying to convince her to just open up to her brother, which girl, I rock with Red. He try to be as supportive and loving to Toya as possible, because she really needs that. So Toya tells the family the plans for the trip, and then she finally agrees to do the therapy session with Casey, which is a mistake. I don't care what nobody says. And then Casey Casey ended up being happy, and he says the past is the past and they need to start letting things go. The problem is, you want to keep doing shit that was in the past and you expect them to let it go. And that's not cool, because like I told y'all in episode 6, he gonna be all in front of Toya Doe calling her all type of bitches and shit. I do not like that. Okay. But they get to the house that Toya and her husband had rented out, and of course Casey flexing on the gram, but he also gonna have a problem that the fact that Toya put him in the bunk bedroom, which is good because he always acting like a child, and that's what she said in her confessional. Everybody find their room. Uh, and then everybody find their room. Reginae finds a secret door, and then she says that the secret door room should be her room because her life is a secret. And I rock with that, girl. Keep your life private, boo. Keep your life private, boo. So they go to the grave site to see their brother Josh and Rudy. Some people were saying in the comment section they don't feel like they really talk about Josh that much, but I don't know. I would have to disagree. I remember when Toya had a show a while ago. Y'all let me know if y'all seen this show. But Rudy used to be on that show that Toya had a long time ago. I forget what was the name of it. Let me know if y'all remember. But Reginae was a lot younger too. And I just remember Rudy being on that show because I was a young girl and me and my sister, we thought Rudy was so cute. Like, y'all, Rudy was so cute. Okay. All the girls liked Rudy. I'm telling y'all, everybody liked Rudy. He was just fine. All right, but that was back in the day. Back in the day. So may he rest in peace. Okay. So yeah, they go to see the gravesite. Toya says that she's sad because Rain would have loved Josh and Rudy. Obviously, she didn't get a chance to meet them, but she wanted her to get a chance to meet her uncles because they would have had a good relationship. Casey calls Walter and Casey calls Walter and everybody speaks to Walter. And then Toya tells him that she got his daughter with her, and that the other two kids, they wasn't going to be able to come because it was a lot for them. I guess they was just, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. The cameras, and we ain't seen your daddy. He ain't coming. It's just a lot. And I like Toya. This is what I mean by Toya is the favorite by everybody. That mean all the baby mamas like her. All the kids like her, nieces, nephew. I'm telling you, like, she just got that vibe to where no matter what, everybody like her because she is very unproblematic. That's how my mom is. Everybody like her in the family, like every fucking body. She can't do no wrong to nobody. It's crazy. So Toya pulls up to the therapist and she talks to the therapist first before her brother came in, and then Casey came in. And child, the therapist scene with Casey, I feel like we need to talk in a separate video because it was too much to unpack. I really can't deal with Casey. He is a piece of fucking work. You understand? I don't know how Toya does it. I really don't. He's a piece of work. She love her family though, and I understand, okay? But he's a piece of work. The family reunion comes about and Toya has a one-on-one with Casey's baby mama, and she lets her know that she went to the therapy session with Casey, and she says in her confessional that she think that the baby mama and Casey should come to a mutual understanding or a mutual agreement ever since she did the therapy session or whatever, and they should get on the same page so they can be good co-parents or whatnot. But child, the baby mama ain't the problem. Toya, you know that. So Toya tells his baby mama that he told the therapist he take care of his kids, and he don't know why he can't see them, which that's what all of the deadbeats say. Oh my gosh, I take care of my kids. I don't know why she won't let me see him. Lies. Okay. And Toya said that she told him that he got to be real and he got to be honest about the stuff that he be doing and saying. The baby mama said that he needs to show that he's responsible. He need to give some respect, and he needs to take care of his financial obligations when it comes to the boy. And then Toya said that Toya basically agrees with the baby mama and says that it's never gonna be the same if he don't really get his shit together, basically, in the lamest terms. But I also want to bring up the fact that in the therapist session, Casey was just like, oh, my family, they need to just understand when I say something that's law, or when I say something they like, all these niggas, all bro, these Negroes, they always want you to just bow down to the bullshit that they be saying. Oh, if I say rub your stomach, touch your toes, rub your stomach, touch your toes. Don't ask me no questions. They always want to feel superior to a woman because they're not superior in the real world when it comes to other men. And that's just my opinion. Why the fuck do you want your family to just bow down and jump when you say jump? Why is that? He said that in the therapy session. I just had to bring that up, but we're going to talk about the therapy session in a different video because, like I said, Casey is a piece of work. Okay, y'all. So Toya talks to Danielle, who is really her sister, but her friend, but her sister child. And she talks about Beatty, her mama, and her brother, and she found out that Danny also knew that um that Beatty was back with Mel. And Toya was a little bit upset about that because now she knows that like everyone really, really knew about it except her. She was the only one that didn't know about it. Um, and so she talks to Danielle about the car accident, and she go into detail about how she had to actually pull Mel out of the car and like walk her or help her walk over to her car and actually drive them to the hospital. And Danielle was saying in her confessional that she feel like Toya is very overprotective or protective of her family. So she understands why Toya didn't like Mel based on all the things that Beatty was telling her about Mel and all the stuff that Beatty was going through in regards to her relationship with Mel. And then in the middle of all of that, right, girl, why Toya husband had pranked her and she ran over mid conversation, girl, and it was a prank. She was pissed off. And that's how I feel about pranks. Don't be fucking pranking me like that because I have bad anxiety and everybody knew she had bad anxiety and still wanted to play a prank on her. Girl. All right. Now, we circling back to the conversation that we was having at the beginning of this video, child. So this is the end of episode 4 and then the beginning of episode 5 from yesterday, what aired. So Toya mom and her dad, they sit down and they talk um about all of the kids that he has, and he mentions that his oldest is 44 and his youngest is 12. Reginae makes a joke about her uncle being 12 years old, and they started talking about how they grew up in the 7th ward, and they was telling stories about their past or whatnot, and just the stuff that the mama and the daddy was going through, the stuff that they was doing, etc. And then Toya mom said in her confessional that she only knew 4 of his kids that he had outside of her. And at that meeting was her first time meeting the rest of them. So quite naturally, I feel like if this the first time you done met all the kids that this man done had on you or was having while you was on the drugs that he got you addicted to, I mean, quite naturally, like I know just as you being a human, there would be some type of reaction to it. So even when Toya was telling Danielle in the next episode on episode 5, like, oh, this not about her, this about my daddy and his kids, I feel like, why are you not a little bit more empathetic toward her? Because even though it's not about her, I mean, this is something that is deeply affecting her. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it should have been considered beforehand, but nobody's fucking perfect, right? I'm pretty sure she feeling like, oh, it's not that serious. This was old. This was long ago. But apparently not, because her mama, was basically talking about all of that old stuff. Okay, because her mama basically got it started. And obviously, we don't know if she got it started or not. We just see what we see, what they chose to air, right? So, boom. Um, and then Toya wanted to make a speech or whatever, and then Reginae makes a joke about Toya being too sentimental. And I just love that about Toya. She just so sweet and adorable. Like, bitches be in the comments really hating, like, y'all hating ass fucking hoes, like just fucking haters because y'all fucking ugly as shit. Toya is just so sweet. They was in the comments saying, when do Toya ever be accountable for the stuff that she do? What the fuck do she do, bitch? Like, not that I mean, I don't know the damn lady, but I'm serious. Like, what the fuck do she be doing? Like, let's be for real. What does she be doing? What does she be doing? Tell me. Get in the comment section. See, because this is gonna be another one of them situate. Like, what does she be doing? But this is just shows that people envy beautiful, successful Black women so hard. When they are so perfect, they try to find anything. Not saying that Toya is perfect, but I'm saying, like, what the fuck does she be doing? Like, why are you trying to throw accountability on her? Like, move the fuck around. Do y'all feel like Toya needs to be accountable for something? Get in the comment section and let me know. I'm not gonna curse you out, I promise. I just want to know, like, what is it that she need to be accountable for? Because people be saying that in the comment section, and I just don't get it. What the fuck does she need to be accountable for? Like, and then they be saying, oh, she using her family for money. She putting fucking money in their pocket. Casey crying ass, he always complaining about exposure and shit. We ain't hear not one of his rap songs since he been on this damn show. But yeah, he got mad at Toya last time because Reginae not running to her daddy playing his songs. Boy, here you go. You on a show, build you a little fan base and throw your little music out there and do what it do, baby. But anyways, because I'm not finna put you on and you calling me all type of bitches and hoes, nigga. Like, I could see it now. Like, what are you talking about? Put you on. You want me to talk about your music and put you on, and you want to call me a bitch every 3 to 5 business days? You got me fucked up. Ask your mammy. Girl, please. That's what I be see, girl. Please. I'd be like, ask your mammy. Like, you know, because you talking about New Orleans people like to joke. Okay, Florida people like to joke too. I would have been like, ask your mammy. Yeah, we got the same mama and everything. But you talking about you want me to put you on or play your music. Ask your mammy to play your music. Your mammy got the platform, right? She did everything for you growing up. I would have been so childish. But anyways, okay, so moving on. So Walter, wait, I already told y'all about Walter. So in case y'all don't know, in case y'all just coming in, Walter is the oldest, okay? And Walter Sr. is not his biological daddy, allegedly, okay? Because Walter said this in an interview that when he was 12 years old, he found out that his dad, Walter Sr., was not his real dad, and his real dad was his mama's uncle, who was actually graping her or whatever, and then she ended up having her uncle's baby, who is actually Walter's real dad, but he only acknowledges Walter Sr. as his real dad. So Toya mom and the dad get into an argument about why he never married her or apologized, and how Toya always take his side and feels like he don't owe it. Well, yeah. So I'm sorry, that was compound. I wrote this down. So Toya mama got into an argument with her daddy because she feels like, well, she wanted to know why he never married her, and then she also wanted to know why he never apologized. She also got upset with Toya because she felt like Toya is always taking his side. He feels like he don't owe her an apology because she broke his TV or whatever. And then Nita had got mad because Toya and all of the kids was laughing, and then she walked off. And I already told y'all how I feel about that. Like, all of that joking and stuff like that. Like, boy, fuck that TV, you raggedy asshole. You literally put drugs in my life and made me ruin my kid's life. And you didn't even have enough decency to take them in. And I don't even know if he took them in or not. Y'all let me know. Did he take the kids in? Because Casey said that he left them. I'm just going based on what the people saying on the damn show. So if I'm saying anything wrong, I'm just going based on what they said in the show. Don't try to fucking attack me, Reginae, because I fucking like you. You a real bitch. But okay, so but yeah, so she walked off. So episode 5 starts off with the mama walking off, and then everyone's still laughing at her mama, and then Reginae stepping in and basically saying it's not funny because she's expressing her pain and nobody is taking up for her and nobody is listening to her. And basically Toya was basically trying to say that it wasn't their business, and it needs to be handled between the two of them. And that's something that my mama would say, and that's something that'll piss me the fuck off. I'm being honest with y'all right now. As the grandchild, if I step in because a bitch bullying my grandma, y'all laughing at my motherfucking grandma. And my mom, like I'm telling y'all, my mama would literally say, that's between them. Let them solve it. I'm like, so, but you're not letting them solve it because you laughing. You laughing. Are you letting them solve it by laughing? Like, yeah. But yeah, when Toya said that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's something my fucking mama would say. Oh my gosh. Always talking about letting them solve it. They clearly can't solve it. Okay. It's been 20 plus odd years. All right. All right, Mom. It's been a million years. They pushing 77. They clearly can't solve it, Mama. They ain't solve it in 35 years. They ain't solve it in 35, 15, 30, 30. Like they ain't solve it in 35 years, Mama. So they not gonna be able to solve it. That's why I'm stepping in, because maybe me and my Gen Z abilities, because we think we better than all y'all. Maybe me and my Gen Z abilities will be able to come in and fix this shit a little bit. That's what Reginae is Gen Z, okay? She just trying to come in and do her Gen Z duties since the rest of the world suck and y'all can't fix y'all problems, all right? That's what ain't that how we act? Ain't that how we act? Be real. Get in the chat. I ain't gonna be mad, but because that's really how we act. That's really how we feel. But we know we can't do shit, right? But we just feel like we know a little something because we seen we seen the boomers raise the millennials, and we seen the millennials raise millennials because they was, well, I don't know if we seen the millennials, all right? We seen the millennials, okay? We seen y'all, all right? And then that first wave of Gen Z, which is me, all right? The first 3 years of them Gen Zs, only them, we think we know everything and we think we better than all y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. And then anybody after us, so the first wave of the Gen Z is 97, 98, 99, right? If you was born in 97, 98, 99, we think we better than y'all. Well, I'm gonna throw in 96 too. We don't know shit though, but we think we better than y'all. I'm just being honest, all right? So and then anybody born in the 2000s, we are disgusted in y'all. Like, we are disgusted in y'all. We are disgusted that we have to share Gen Z with y'all, to be honest. And we think y'all are beneath us, period. And that's just my stance on that. but Reginae had to come on in, child. And she had to, she says, y'all said yes, that's how we act. Wait, somebody said no, he didn't. Wait, no, who did it? What did I say, y'all? Tell me, what did I say? For what? She the only one reached back to help they ass. Wait, Yana, y'all said no, he didn't. No, he didn't what? Oh, child, we definitely say your mammy. Yo, mammy. Oh, yeah, I know y'all say your mammy. I know y'all say your mammy. I know. Wait, I'm trying to wait. Wait, y'all said no, he didn't. No, he didn't what? Tell me. Y'all know I be talking fast and I got the attention span of a fly. Remind me. What did I say? Walter didn't take care of his kids. Oh, child, girl. Why do we know that? No, he didn't take care of the kids. They went with their aunt. Oh, girl. They went with their auntie child. Girl. I bet they did. Toya. Y'all know, because that's why everybody love Toya. That's why everybody love Toya, because they mamas know. They mamas know she a real bitch. Like, all the real bitches love Toya. But, so, so yeah, because Reginae came in and she came to fix it, all right, because she was the only one that was gonna be able to do it because she from Gen Z, all right. And Reginae feels like they do stick up for grandpa all the time, and they don't have grandma. I'm talking about grandma. They don't have her grandma back, but that's what she was saying. They call him grandpa. I don't call my granddad. I call my granddad. Y'all say grandpa or granddad? Let me in the comment section. What was we talking about? Y'all know I got the attention span of a fly child. Oh yeah, and so then she walks away. Okay. And so the mama thinks that they give the daddy too much grace or whatnot. And then her dad thinks that he don't owe her. And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I think that's a New Orleans thing, that pawpaw shit. That's other regions say it too, but y'all do say paw. Y'all like black. I was like really shocked when the kids from when Katrina happened and all that, when them kids was coming around, because they got stationed all over the place, child. But when them kids was coming around and then they started paw-pawing and shit, like I ain't never heard no black person call their granddad paw-paw. Like I thought that was just like a white thing. And so like, in Florida, we used to always think that was like a white thing, like a white country thing. Like, oh, only white people say paw-paw. Girl. Why Louisiana black people say pawpaw? I was like, pawpaw. I remember sitting here and this girl said, I said, yo, who? Yo, pawpaw. And then I remember asking her, I said, girl, yes, really. I ain't never heard no black person say no damn pawpaw. We say granddad, granddaddy, granddad, granddaddy. That's what we say. Like pawpaw, I don't know about pawpaw. Girl. Well, yeah, I mean, I know about pawpaw now. I know about mama. Oh my gosh, mama. I know about that, but I know about that, but I know about that after the hurricane, y'all. I'm being so honest with y'all. I knew black people said that after the hurricane when I was introduced to a wave of Louisiana people from Louisiana. That's when I realized other people said that and they were black. But for the most part, all the black people that I knew grew up, it was your grandma and your grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like Paw Mama. That was like a white people thing. But okay. So so yeah. Toya feels because she know them that she can overstep and basically speak on the fact that is deeper than what everybody know, and that she been in a position to where she haven't spoken to her daddy behind the things that he have done in their life. And so she's went through her seasons of having issues with him, and she's past that season basically. And she feels like for reasons she feels like her mama owes him an apology. Her mama should know that. Like she feels like there are reasons her mom should what am I trying to say, y'all? Hold on. Okay. My bad, y'all. She feels like her mama, there are reasons. Wait, no. She feels like she hasn't talked to her daddy, and her daddy had to be accountable for the same reasons her mama needs to be accountable, or something of the sort, which leads me to believe, like, are they trying to say like Nita cheated on him, so he cheated on her, which is what created this big dysfunctional family thing? Like that's really what I'm kind of confused about when it comes to their relationship. I do want them to kind of elaborate more on it so we can get more of a deep dive in like Nita and they dad's relationship, Walter Sr., because it's just so interesting because they still do kind of love each other. I think she was just really broken and hurt that he actually did that to her. She probably felt like he would never do something like that to her, or something, like, I don't know, but she clearly still hurt about something, you know? Um so yeah, and like I said, Casey did a confessional, and he said that his dad his dad had got his mom on drugs, which was crazy to me because he said that like it was just so normal. Like, hold on, let's actually play it. Let me play it for y'all. He said it like it was so normal. I was kind of baffled, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, wait a second. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I mean, the pain in our families is just so normalized. It kind of breaks my spirit sometimes.
Y'all don't think that man will be apology?
Come on, Ma, come back. Don't run
That
away
man is
now.
crazy.
Back. Ma, come back.
Hold up, y'all. We're about to ask this question.
Give me the phone. Give it there, son. Come on, what's down with it? Bring it.
You see?
My mom was to apologize to you. I was there when she was breaking TVs.
I know you
I
were.
was there too.
You was there for a lot. I know. A lot of.
See, I could talk all day. She gonna stay here. When Walt or somebody else
She ran
step
away,
in,
bro. She ran away. When you start talking, she gone. She broke camp. She broke.
Ma, come back.
Run away, child. Run away.
Nobody taking up for her. She nobody taking up for her for real. Y'all are really, I really was waiting for Uncle Walter to say something because
Get him,
I thought he was saying
Reginae.
something on the phone. All of y'all is going and laughing at Uncle, but he really like saying like cold shoulder, and she's showing she hurt. Nobody taking up for her. None of her kids taking up for her.
That's between them two. They need to talk about that.
Y'all be getting on her about Grandpa. I just watched that. Nobody took up for her.
They know their mom.
Exactly.
They know their mama.
You be a grandchild.
But she still can get an apology.
Yeah, I mean, she can. I just told him to apologize. I can't make him do it. Now you be a grandchild, girl.
I think Nate speaking up for Mama Nita was big for her. Someone needed to do it. Like, she's really hurt. And she felt...
I like how Red over there in the corner just letting the family be the family and not like getting all up in their fucking business because he don't really know. Like, I really like that. Can y'all hear? Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear? But yeah, I really like that, you know? I think Red and Toya are perfect for each other.
She felt alone.
Actually, I'm gonna do that.
What?
Be a grandchild, my love.
Be a who?
Get out of here.
What she did or how bad it worked out.
Here, get this mic off.
I felt like my mom was kind of trying to say, like, stay in a child's place. And it's like, I'm grown now. That kind of made me mad because it's like, I'm old enough to understand how and why my grandma could be hurt right now.
Okay, y'all, she came to get me. She said she don't have no backup out here. Y'all all against her.
Nobody's against her, first of all.
And that's my mama. Y'all can't do her that. She need an apology, Pop.
No.
If y'all won't give him a reunion, that's not right.
Her feelings was hurt.
And it's a joke to him.
Joke?
It is a joke to you,
I'm
boss.
about to
That's
say
a
right
joke.
now.
That's really a joke.
Yeah, ain't no joke. Look.
That's not
Okay,
joke.
wait. No, but you gotta express that to him. Like you telling me to say it
You
to
giving
me.
a family reunion for your dad.
Yeah. I think she
And
feeling
this child dad is not, mom is not even here. This child mom not
What
even
they
here.
supposed to be here for? Why you want everybody mom here?
That's how much grateful we're giving you. To, you know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that. That's how much grace they're giving. See, I fuck with her. Like, I understand what she's trying to say. Like I really do. I understand what she's trying to say. Like, you're not a good person. You're not a perfect person, but they're giving you so much grace. And her point is, I'm the only one that's here. If this child mama was here, if this child mama was here, if this child mama were here, they would all have a different fucking conversation or a different perspective of you. They would have a story about you that isn't favorable of you. And the only person that's there facing the brunt of it is her because let's be real, like, her kids are the stars. Her kids are the stars. But I mean, I feel Nita.
Our mother.
I do believe my mom deserves an apology from my dad, absolutely. But I just feel like right now is not the time or place for it because all of his kids may feel uncomfortable, tapping into that. And that's just not why we're here.
I want him to apologize to me.
She's hurt. Regardless if she's still hurt.
Things are going left, and Toya, I don't think.
And Red just told some tea. He said, regardless if she's still effing him, she's hurt. So they still messing around. Red telling tea.
She paid attention to how her mom was feeling. But I need to talk to her. Her mom need her at this time.
Listen, Mom. You are the realest person we know, baby.
Tell him, baby.
Listen, y'all two have made some beautiful kids.
That's what I
You heard me?
Right.
So whether he was wrong Whether he was a player, he did what he did.
See, this is the part of the apology. This is what I don't like.
Walter is responsible for everybody there right now. No
Just
matter
give me an apology.
That's not what she want here.
That's the
What
thing.
she want here is
Apology,
she feel
though.
like she was in love with this man. She had
That's
kids
right.
with
And
this
I
man,
raised this-
and he had kids on her.
This was kind of the first time me witnessing my mom actually feeling no way for real, and actually seeing it. I'm just kind of being quiet, processing all of this, and just kind of just very shocked.
He came first in my life.
And she want to be a part of
Okay, I gotta time out right quick. Okay, I gotta time out right quick.
I tried to meet them.
Because this is my
I tried to
mom
be
and
with
this is
them
my
as a
dad.
mother. I'm
I
a
know
mother.
both sides
I
of
am
the
a
story.
mother.
Okay?
Hold
It's
on,
deeper
Walt.
than what we're talking about. So
Right.
they gotta come together and have that conversation.
I agree.
If she feels like you hurt her and he feels like she hurt him,
Yeah.
they gotta deal with that because the hurt is on both sides. He's not gonna say it, but he dealt with some stuff too, and she dealt with some stuff. So it's deeper than what we know. So they need to talk
So
and
that's
come up. They
separate
owe
us.
each other apology if you ask me. And we forgave my daddy as being his kids. That's why we're here today. I was not talking to this man for reasons, whatever. I was not talking to him. A lot of us have our own issues with my dad, and that's what this moment is about right now. There's some hurt between.
I get what Toya basically saying. Toya basically saying we've already went through our emotions with this. Mama, you got to grasp your emotions. You got to express it, and y'all got to get through it. The problem is the two old ass people out of the whole equation that created all these fucking kids can't really express themselves or won't express their true feelings.
The two of them that they've been through is deeper than what we know. So just like he owe you an apology, I know you owe him one too.
But why? Why does she owe him an apology? I guess that's what I want to know. I really want to know the real business because Casey finna tell us that he put her on drugs. So now I want to know if he put her on drugs, why the fuck she owe him an apology? That's the only thing I'm holding on to. Like, I don't know the family drama. I'm just knowing I'm going based on what I see.
So the both of them owe each other apology to put this on the floor and make it fair.
I don't think I would.
I thank you.
Look, I know that's right. She said, I don't think I owe him an apology. Nita is standing on business. I mean, it's how ill Netta. She's standing on business and I feel her, man. I don't owe him shit. And she walking away like you getting all passionate over this. He put me on, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't know.
And my brother know we know. So we know what the being the so let's keep it going.
That's how my mama would get too. My mama's typically so soft and sweet and cute, but she get into her little family mode and she getting all loud like, girl, you'll be yelling. What you yelling for?
Back to what is that? We're never
all these other mothers.
No, listen. We're never. I love my mama, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong.
More children, Toya.
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
All right, here it is. This is the part that I'm trying to establish. Y'all help me out. Right here. Please help me out. What is he trying to say right here?
Deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs.
I mean,
she wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids.
I mean, I'm trying to understand. So what the fuck apology do she owe him? He just said right here, my mama wound up getting on drugs. And even the site, I want y'all to really pay attention. Like, I am a psychology person, okay? The site, like, it's the subconscious, right? Of who he even blames in that situation, right? Because the way he worded, my mom got on drugs. So his first blame is his mama. Even if y'all don't think it's that deep, it is that deep. If your subconscious, I always say this, your subconscious will always speak for you. It don't matter what you're consciously trying to fucking relay. Your subconscious will do all the work for you. So him saying, my mom got on drugs lets me know that his mama is to blame first. Then he said, my dad got her on drugs. So that lets me know subconsciously his daddy is the blame second. And I have a problem with that because this is always in the community. Like, look at him. To me, he just looked pitiful. It's just 17 kids, 17 broken homes. Like, he think he hot shit. He think he a hot commodity, bitch. But because our community make them think that, he should literally be picked on by all the people in a community for creating and breaking 17 families up. That should literally be like that should literally be like that should be like you're at the bottom of the totem pole in our in the community. But for whatever reason, like, it's nothing. Like, oh, he made 17 kids. He put my mama on drugs. Like, what?
Dad was a Rolling Stone, making babies every day. And
My dad was a Rolling Stone making babies every day. Like, so okay, so he get to have 17 kids, right? He get to put the mama on drugs, okay? All right. And he get to make 1,000,000 kids. Right? Oh, we love our daddy. But I get what Toya trying to say. Like, I really do get what Toya trying to say. Toya is basically saying, I've already blamed him for this. I've blamed him. I've held him accountable. And now I'm moving past it. I'm not going to make him the villain every day. So ultimately, I really do understand what Toya is saying. Like, she's really at that place where, yes, my daddy was wrong, but this is just what it is now. Let's move past it. And I fuck with that, right? But your mom still feels some type of way. So, like, kind of like hold her, because Black women don't get enough margin for error, man. And this is just an example of it. He got all these damn kids that and put your mama on drugs. Yeah, I just look at how they empathize with him way more than her, and it makes me never want to have kids, actually. In this society, fuck no. Fuck them kids. I'm just But no, I'm being so serious. In this society, look at the way people talk about single mothers and mothers. Look at the way they treat mothers. Look at the way they treat women. Look at why the fuck would I want to have a fucking, even though I know, like, and even though I can't know, you can't actually know, actually. But because the mama is always the blame. Like, everybody always blaming you for things that are out of your control. Yet these motherfuckers are supposed to be the people that lead the world. Like, oh my gosh, lead the world, lead, guide, protect. Yet when shit hit the fan, it's always the mama fault. How is my fault that your damn daddy left me? That motherfucker's supposed to take care. See, and that's why you need to put it in the clause. If we have churn and we get divorced or something, you taking them churn with you. You all the financial responsibility. Ain't nobody gonna be stuck with a nigga babies. So the motherfuckers can be mad at me that you gone. Please take them with you. I don't want them. FTK. I'm just playing, y'all. Knowing me, I'd be like, hell no, you ain't taking my baby, Negro. Somebody said, but wait, she got on rugs first. I'm right there at that point on my TV. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, he said my mind got on rugs and he got on rugs, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, let me replay it. Cause hold on, maybe I'm tripping. Hold on, let me replay it. Hold on, y'all. I could be tripping. Hold on. Where my other phone at? Damn, where my phone at? Hold on. See, that's what I get for doing my live in my bed like a little lazy ass. I should have went in the damn. It should have went in my room. In my other room. Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm finna pull it up. We finna pull it up. Let me pull it up. Hold on.
What's going on now? This is not about her right now. In place with my dad. That really was it.
Hey, hold on.
I don't think that dad will be up. But he dealt with some talk that act like it's all cool or whatever, but he dealt with some stuff with my mom. I'm not taking up for either one of them. I was laughing and joking and playing because
Oh, I love Toya. I was laughing and joking and playing. She just remind me of my mama. Okay, here it is.
You just catch flashbacks or whatever and can't stop.
Wait, hold on. That's not it.
Like tears from
one too. So the both of them owe each other apology to put this on the floor and make it fair.
I don't think I will.
I think you do. And my brother know you know. We know. So we know what the so let's keep it going. Let's keep it back to what is happening. We're never
all these other motherfuckers.
No, listen. We're never. I love my mom, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it, y'all. Turn the volumes up.
Deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids.
He said my mom got on drugs. My dad wound up putting her on drugs. Am I tripping? Let's play it again.
Back to what is happening. We're never all these other motherfuckers. No, listen. We're never. I love my mom, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids. Dad was a Rolling Stone, making babies.
My mom got on drugs. My dad was the one that got her. No, he said his dad ended up getting off drugs. Okay, hold on.
We trying to. We're never all these other motherfuckers. No, listen. We're never. I love my mom, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs.
No, he didn't. He said my dad wound up getting her on drugs. You tripping. He said wind up. Girl, okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta play it again. No. I am not tripping. He said my dad wound up getting her on drugs. Hold on, let me play it again.
Our kids. Dad was a Rolling Stone.
Hold on.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids. Dad was a Rolling Stone.
Okay, so y'all saying he said he wound up getting off drugs. His mom got on drugs. His dad got off drugs. She stayed on drugs and left her kids. I don't know. Hold on. Let me play it again. I don't know.
We're never. I love my mom, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids. Dad.
Baby, come here. Come listen to what he's saying. Close the door. It doesn't matter who. Close the door, please. And tell me what this boy is saying. What? Listen to this.
Making babies.
What does it sound like he's saying to you?
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it back to what just happened. We trying to. We'll never all these other motherfuckers. No, listen. We'll never. I love my mama, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids. Dad was a rolling stone.
What do it sound like he's saying?
That it's his mom's fault that they family.
No. Repeat what he's saying.
He's saying that his dad like got his mom on drugs.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They saying that he said that his daddy wound up getting off drugs. No. That's not what he's saying.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying that he got his mama on drugs.
See, that's what I'm saying. Wait, come here. Let's go back and listen. I could be tripping. They said it could just be the New Orleans, the way they drag their words. Don't be drinking my juice. You don't come in here stealing.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. She wound up leaving her kids. Dad was a rolling stone, making babies every day, and everything.
I see what you mean.
Like, but you think he dragged his word?
He's dragging his word, so it's hard for you to even the way his diction is.
So he's saying. So what do you think he said?
It could be my mom got on drugs and my dad got on drugs, or it could be my mom got on drugs and my dad got her on drugs. That's the
right. But you hear it different now.
Yeah, I can hear it. Like when I slowed it down and listened to it, it did sound a little different the second time.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you. Girl. Okay. Maybe that is what. Baby, can you buy me some ice? Maybe that is what y'all talking about. Okay, that wouldn't make sense. He would have said he got her on them first. No, he wouldn't have said it if he blames his mama, and that's what my point was. That's what my point was. But he didn't say that, so that's not my point now. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the captions on. Somebody said turn the captions on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Turn the captions on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
My mama is a part of the marriage thing, is a part of it, but my mama know that it's way deeper than that. My mama knows this.
This is really all too much to deal with drugs. She wants.
I think you do. And my brother know we know. So we know what the being the real. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it back to what just happened. Like we trying to. We're never all these other motherfuckers. No, listen. We're never. I love my mama, and I'm here for her all the time. But guess what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. More children, Toya. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Hey, both deserve apology from each other. My mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs.
Okay, y'all right. I guess what he's saying is my mom, she got on drugs. My dad wound up getting on drugs. She wound up staying on drugs. Okay. Y'all right. Okay. I misheard it. I misheard it. Okay, I misheard it. So, okay, I misheard it. Okay, so I guess that's what my confusion was. I was feeling like, why won't they give their mama why won't they give their mama grace? Like, if he put her on drugs, why the fuck are they mad at their mama? But I guess he didn't put her on drugs. Cause that was my point. Like, I listened to him saying this because if y'all listen to the beginning of this live, in the beginning of this live, I was like, I guess I'm confused as to why they don't give their mama no grace if they daddy is the one that put her on the drugs. And I literally started off by saying everybody gliding over the fact that Casey got in his confessional and said that his daddy put his mama on drugs. Why the fuck y'all didn't say that earlier? Why y'all didn't say that earlier? Somebody talking about, I was wondering why you kept saying that. Y'all! Damn! That was the bulk of my fucking argument for this live. I literally started the live out telling y'all, oh my gosh, he said that the daddy put her on drugs. Like, why the fuck are they mad at the mama if the daddy put her on drugs? And the whole time he slurring his words. Okay, so I was mistaken. So no, the daddy didn't put her on drugs. Somebody said, hell, I thought you seen it on the interview or something, girl. I am crying. Y'all play too much. Like, no. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. I'm done. Anyways, okay, so I'm laughing because that's literally how my best friend has said, hell, I thought you shit, hell, bitch, this your show, ho. You supposed to know what you talking about. Fuck wrong with you. Okay, moving on for real. Okay, let's get to the new tab because literally I'm so fucking annoyed. Most of my argument, I really thought that he got on there and he said that his daddy put his mama on drugs. So the daddy was following Nita. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to give y'all a new talking point. All right, I'm gonna have to rewatch this and go back in here with the captions on to make sure I heard everything correct. So she was on drugs first. That's why everybody pissed with her. And that's where I'm confused, okay? But still, I still give Nita more grace because she was messing around. She was not messing around, but she was messing around getting graped by her uncle. So I still give her tons of grace and love and feel like they should too. You got it now, girl. Yes. Okay, I got it now for real. Okay.
You feel like
what's going on now?
I just feel like, I try to kind of be neutral with the situation because I know, like I said, like I told Walt, we know the real. It's a way to handle things, you know what I'm saying? Right. Especially when dealing with my mom and the things that y'all been through. So I feel like it's a more respectful way to handle it.
Right. And I respect what you're saying because just like your brother.
And I like that. Okay, so Toya is like, okay, I was being neutral. I thought making a joke about it wasn't that big of a deal, but realistically, you should apologize to her. And so, okay, now I'm going in this with a different headspace. All right. So now my talking point would be maybe Nita maybe she was a scorned girl, scorned and promiscuous, because we all know that when young girls are opened up like that at young ages or whatnot, it does, that's, when we see really like I'm trying to use my words wisely because I really don't want to offend, but when we see young girls like being really promiscuous and, you know, being sexual, a lot of times it's because they have been victims of these things. Even little boys, when we see little boys being real like nasty and freaky at little young ages and not playing with dinosaurs and shit and trying to stick dinosaurs inside of Barbie dolls' asses, it's probably because they have been in very traumatizing situations. So, you know, even if she was like, you know, I'm not making no excuses for her cheating or nothing like that. But, you know, let's say she's got on Uggs. I don't blame her because a lot of times those victims do seek things to try to, you know, get their mind off of their traumas. And her trauma would have been her uncle touching her. And 9 times out of 10, I think we also look past like the trauma of having to be around your abuser every day. Like nobody really pays that any attention either. See, I got talking points for days. Like if I gotta switch it up, I can switch it up, baby, because Nita's still the victim. She's still the victim, baby. She's still the victim, and I still love her, and my heart goes out to her because I even look at it um like not imagine, like, but I don't want this for anybody, but could you imagine being a young girl getting and not to mention, okay, she got pregnant by her uncle. That's obviously not the first time he was doing that. All of these stories are out here, like the one girl, dang, I'm so sorry, Nazaya, is that her name? Y'all let me know her name. Y'all know what's going on. And that little nasty funky pimp, funky stinking hoe of a man who married to her auntie was literally molesting her graping her for I don't know how long. And he fucked around and got that little girl pregnant. That shit was horrible. That little girl was being like, you know, promiscuous and, you know, you know, sneaking to meet up with her auntie's husband, you know. And some people didn't want to see her as the victim because they were like, why you linking up with your auntie husband anyway? And it's like, because she was groomed. She was groomed. Like that wasn't the first time that has happened to her. You know, and it's so fucking sad. But we see this so often in families. This has even happened in my family, y'all. Somebody in my family experienced something like this, so it's sad. Like a lot of y'all have family members like that have gone through this as well. Yeah, we still have to hold Nita accountable. Yeah, but I feel like I understand why she started doing drugs. So
Emotional, bro.
Daddy, don't cry, dog. I knew that was about to happen, bro. I knew that was about to happen. That's why I didn't even want to open that can. Dog, that's crazy. It's all right, Daddy. Don't cry, Daddy. Don't cry. Come on.
Just like Rudy, bro. He died.
So,
Me and him ain't never got a chance to get right with each other, bro. For all this stupid ass. I don't like that nigga stupid ass. Bro.
it's okay, Daddy.
I don't like it.
It's okay. It's okay. I think apologizing to my mom and, you know, really triggered my dad because he wasn't able to give Rudy that apology. I was at that same place with my dad that Rudy was at, but I got a chance to, you know, forgive him, let it go, and try to build a better relationship. Rudy didn't get that opportunity, and I know my dad deals with that each and every day. I just did not expect things to end up like this.
Yeah, son.
Love both of y'all, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. For sure. Same, yeah, man.
I feel like both of my parents released so much of their hurt from these past years, especially since my brothers died. definitely made me think about the things that I do hold back, especially when it comes down to my sister, because it's things that we do need.
You will be surprised how many family members that are out in the world that are products of that, because that's happened in my family member. That happened in my family too, and had the kid and raised the kid, and the kid had kids. So it's like crazy.
Need to hash as far as understanding each other. I definitely be nervous about keeping everything so bottled in, because I know one day it's just gonna all just burst, and I'm very nervous about that.
They gotta get stuff off their chest. But I'm saying, this is not about her right now.
No,
It's
but
another moment of making this about her. It's not about her.
I think that was so sad how Toya was like, it's not about her right now. I think that was so sad.
This moment was put together for my dad and his kids. This is not that.
And I feel like Nita be hiding behind her ignorance, you know, but she really be sad.
But it triggered her. And they both are triggered.
But and that's what I don't like that Toya keep doing, talking about, and they both are triggered. Fuck him right now. We talking about your mama. We talking about your mama, girl.
You know what I think? I think seeing all these kids, I think that's what did.
Right, Toya, come on, dog. We talking about your mama. Like, could you imagine, you know, a man having 1 million babies on you and you being 50 something plus years old, having a family reunion with your kids and your baby daddy and all the babies he had on you? Like, come on, Toya, it's your mama. Like, have a little bit more grace for her.
Is what triggered her.
She's still mad.
She's still mad. They love each other.
That's the problem. Because Nita still.
I can tell by the way Toya responded. She tired of her. She tired of Nita and her bullshit though. I could tell. I could just tell. Like, I could just tell, dog.
Loves Walter. I just really feel like this was a lot for her to take on today, because there is still some unresolved issues. And I really feel like Toya not taking Nita's side in that moment, that really hurt her.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so they sit down and they talk.
Okay, that just went so left.
What?
That whole situation.
Yeah, I need that apology. You don't think so?
No, this is the thing, Mama. I love you, and I don't ever want you to think I'm teaming. I'm like not here for you or whatever. I do feel like you need the apology, but I also feel like that I wanted you and my dad to talk. Like, I'm so used to y'all operating in that space. Like, remember for Thanksgiving, this how y'all was. It's like y'all take jabs at each other. We're so used to laughing at y'all. When, to be honest, it's not funny. It's really not a joke. I understand that you are hurt and you have to be here with all of these kids. Like, that's a lot.
And it wasn't closure. Never was closure with Walter with me. Y'all don't want to hear that.
No, it's not.
I needed that apology from your dad.
You did.
And he needed to give me that. I don't owe him none. He owed it to me. Okay? He owed that to me.
My mom, I think because she didn't get closure, it brought up a bunch of, feelings that she didn't get to let out. I know that you can hurt still, even years later, if it's somebody you truly love, I guess. And to bring it up now and say how it really affected her, at least she's being honest. And that's all I've ever asked her to do. I'm not saying that your hurt is less, his hurt is less. As a daughter, it's a tough place to be because I feel like I'm playing tug of war.
Yeah,
like, it's like I'm in the middle, like, tell your mama this or do your mama that. Da, da, da. You on your daddy's side, you on your mama's side.
And I feel her. She tired. She want to be y'all child. She tired of mediating this shit. Y'all need to grow up. Y'all too old for this shit. She just want to be a baby. She wants to be a daughter. She wants to be taken care of. She's tired. She's tired of having to be the fucking family bonding glue. And I think that's what some parents don't fail to realize as well. Like, bro, y'all keep putting y'all kids in these positions to raise the family and and I guess grow up fast and quick. And then y'all never fucking grow out of it. Y'all force y'all daughters or y'all force y'all kids to become adults at early ages and mother y'all. And then y'all never fucking grow up. And I feel like Toya is just fucking tired. She's crying out to her mom like, bro, like, I'm tired. I'm tired. Toya is tired. Toya is tired. She's trying to be patient, but she's tired.
No, I'm on family side.
All right.
This day meant
Exactly.
this means so
When
much
she
to me.
said, I'm on family side, it's like, dog, can y'all finally, for once in y'all lives, I hear her. She wants y'all for once in y'all lives to put y'all childish fucking differences aside and be adults and put your family first, because y'all spent so many years not putting your family first. So put your family first. Put your pride to the side, put your ego to put your emotions to the side, and put your family first. And I guess that's what she also trying to say too. And I feel her.
Have this kind of moment.
Even with your brother, Casey, I want you to be the best brother or sister y'all can be. Because I had sisters out.
I know.
And that's family. That's the family.
And I went to therapy with him, and I did that for you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
But I mean,
Yeah, and I don't like how she be putting so many emphasis on them little raggedy ass boys. But anyways, y'all, Toya, I really admire her. Like, she is tired of their ass though. Like, she tired of them, and I would be too. Like, that shit is tiring. It's stressful. I cut my family off. I'm fucking tired of trying to hold their hand and get them to understand the bigger picture and putting my pride to the side so they can feel whatever. Like, that shit is stressful, bro. Like, she can't keep holding everybody's hand, making everybody feel comfortable, trying to get everybody together, paying for every fucking thing. Put your money up, bitch. You fucking bring the family together. You give words of encouragement sometimes. You fucking mediate the argument sometimes. She's fucking tired, dog. She been having to raise all these damn kids, look after her brother. I'm sure she had to send the jailbird money. Okay, and I know. Let me not talk. Chill. We all know, child. They don't play about their family, chill. But I'm sure she always got to send, she had to send them money, keep them out of trouble. Casey calling her bitches and hoes every 3 to 5 seconds, every 5 business days, and with his hand out, with all this entitlement, always want this, always want that. Reginae spending $1 million amount of monies, okay, which she can do that because she's Reginae Carter. I'm Weezy F baby. Yeah. Okay. She could do that. Reginae really not the problem, actually. Reginae is not the problem. I feel like Reginae really be having her mama back. She probably she probably like not even 1% of her mama's issues, realistically. It's, Toya having to deal with her mama, her daddy. She got to raise her mama, her daddy, all her siblings. She got to stroke Beatty's ego, child. She got to raise her daughters. She got 2 daughters, okay? And just because Reginae is Reginae got to be a little younger than me. I don't know. Just because Reginae like 24, 25 years old does not mean she don't need her mama. She needs her mama. So Toya need to be there for both of her daughters. She got Rain. Rain is so young. Toya is a wife, okay? She got to be there for her husband. They got businesses. Toya has an image for herself. Like the family, damn, Toya has been around Lil Wayne. Like, y'all had plenty of time to pick yourselves up with whatever little bit of shit she's been able to provide y'all. Like, y'all got to do something for yourselves. Y'all can't keep holding this lady hostage for support. Y'all expect too much from this damn lady. I agree. She's so fucking beautiful. And she got a beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, beautiful face, beautiful churn, a beautiful family. And I mean, damn, give the fucking lady a break. Every time she turn around, a bitch probably on her phone telling her what she need. Mind you, her sister living in her fucking house, but don't want to be transparent or honest. And I'm sure Toya don't mind her sister living in her house. But Beatty, how old are you? Why won't you go and live in your own house? Go live by yourself. Your fucking sister needs some space. Okay? She needs to live her life without all of this fucking family chaos and drama. Toya, I know you love your family, okay? I get it. But make Beatty go stay with Mel since Mel got all that motherfucking mouth, okay? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But no, yes, Red is tired of seeing, like, yes, like my husband was tired of seeing us go through that shit too, like, or me go through that shit too. My husband was like, oh hell nah. And I'm grateful because if I didn't have my husband, I would still be, bro, like I would still just be dishing it out, like whatever, because I want acceptance from my family I want acceptance from the ones that are mad at the relationship that I had with my narc. I want acceptance. I want my mom to forgive me for the resentment that she may have for me for going against her when her and my daddy was going through it. I want the cousins that love my mom to see that I don't want no smoke with their favorite cousin. Like it's like, girl, I'm tired. Eyes are tired. Eyes are tired. Eyes are tired. Or, well, with my mama, because I'm pretty sure because I feel like she was more so in the Toya's position. And then her kids, I feel like I took more of like a Reginae position, like cussing a bitch out. Like, bitch, you better get out my mama's face, ho. My mama ain't doing nothing for you, bitch. She tired. She got 1 million kids herself. But yeah, y'all, let me go ahead and get up out of here. We've been on here for 2 hours. Bye. It's been nice.